Well, first off, we're obviously excited to still be in the tournament. I said it before. We played our first game. It's something you never want to take for granted. Being in this tournament, there's never been more change in our game from one season to the next, and just because it's happened in the past doesn't guarantee you that it's going to happen the following season. So we knew last night, playing against North Dakota, we were up against some really talented guards in a fast pace, and at times they were very difficult for us to defend. In some ways, I think it was a great training ground for our next opponent, because I don't know if there's a team in the field that does a better job playing together, putting you in really difficult positions on defense, and playing as a team more than St. Mary's. We respect them a great deal. A few years ago, we started to scrimmage them, and instead of playing 2 exhibition games in McHale, we played 1 exhibition game and scrimmaged them, I think, 3 times. As a matter of fact, we were actually going to schedule them this year, and we had to cancel because we had to add another home game. I don't know if it's good or bad that we canceled, but we have a familiarity with them, and I say that because not until you go against St. Mary's do you truly understand how well they move the ball, how well they execute, and how together they are on both offense and defense. And I really believe this, that we are up against a great team, a team that's more than capable of winning several games in this tournament. And that's what's great about the NCAA tournament. Every time that you go out to play, you're playing against an excellent team, and in some cases, some that are under the radar, and I really believe St. Mary's is one of those. Randy Bennett is one of our game's great coaches, and he deserves a ton of credit. There's some truth to that. We had one of our best offensive nights of the season. Obviously, if you score 100 points in the NCAA tournament, something went right. I thought they really challenged us. They tried to take things away from our offense. They mixed in a zone. As you know, if you follow them, they have the ability to steal the ball and get their hands all over the court on your basketball. We played with single-digit turnovers, which, again, is a great sign for us. 24 for 28 from the foul line, another great sign. But that's an excuse. Truth of the matter is that they were a difficult team for us to guard. They have a couple guards that I think are as good as a lot of great backcourts that we've played against this season, and they move the ball, and they were tough for us to defend. We could have been better at times, but the one thing that I'm excited about is last night challenged us in such a big way defensively that it leads into our next game. It wasn't like it was easy for us to guard them, or what they had on offense doesn't represent the future. If anything, I think it really represents what we're going to go up against tomorrow, because, as you guys know, St. Mary's has terrific guard play. They move the ball. They set as many ball screens as any team that will face. Last night, North Dakota was similar in that aspect. Well, yes, St. Mary's is deliberate. They will certainly off of rebounds. They will push it, and they'll shoot the 3-point shot in kind of a quiet way. They score more points in transition maybe than people talk about. But you're right. We're going to be at our best when we can get defensive stops and have a chance to get out in transition, and we want to do that. But at the end of the day, they execute. They take care of the ball. It's going to be a great defensive challenge for us. There's going to be long possessions, and we're going to have to be really good at the end of the shot clock, the last 10 seconds. And you could play very good defense for 15 or 20 seconds, but all of a sudden, one of your 5 defenders breaks down, and St. Mary's has a way of taking advantage of that. And as you know, Landell inside is terrific. I mean, he is as good around the basket as any low-post player that we've faced, but it still comes down to their execution. A lot of his scoring opportunities happen because of how well they execute and a lot of the ball screens that they use. They do a great job of putting him in a position to catch the ball and score. So to me, it's about us being as good as we've been all season long, defending the other team. Well, Kadeem's one of my favorite players I've ever been around. As a teammate, when I played, assistant coach, head coach, he has overcome tremendous odds. He's what college sports is all about. He's taken advantage of the path that has been given to him. He went to a junior college, Hutchinson Junior College. They did a great job with him. He left there, made the decision to come to Arizona. He was the National Junior College Player of the Year, and I asked him to redshirt, and he did it. And first year away from home, a long way from home in his case, everything was difficult. The practice structure, the academic structure, not playing with us in the games, but having to practice, maybe lifting weights for the first time ever. And to think about where he was and where he is today, he's 2 classes from graduating. He's the only senior on our team. He's our team's heart and soul. Everybody on our team respects him a great deal because he only cares about winning. He really does. I've never, ever had a conversation, nor has anybody, about how many shots he gets or points. And he's in this for the right reasons. And again, you know, when you have success like we've had for an entire year, there's a lot of things that have gone right. And I think him being a leader, if you would have told our team a few years ago that Kadeem Allen would be the great leader that he is today, they would have all bet me, because he was just trying to make it when he first got to Arizona. But, you know, you think of a guy like a T.J. McConnell, who became a great leader for us a couple years ago. Kadeem is his equal, and he does it in a different way, but he does it by example. And I can't say enough good things about him. That's why we want to keep going, because somebody like him, you want this season to grow.